Hey team, I just want to welcome everybody and also let you know it's going to be a short week for everybody. We got Thanksgiving just a few days out. We just got back from an awesome trip. We were in Germany, we were in Luxembourg, and an awesome trip for all of us. But as you all know, our company is from Speyer, Germany, and they just opened a brand new international headquarters in Luxembourg. So the three of us, along with some of our other comrades, we were all out there. Johnny, you first. What do you think of Speyer, Germany, and then obviously the new headquarters in Luxembourg?
It was absolutely gorgeous. The country was very impressive to see for the first time. Their wine was awesome. Beer was good. And the people were even better. I got to sit down and talk with a couple of the key leaders that have been with Rolf for 10, 15, 20 years. Had a nice meal with Mr. Sorg and his beautiful wife, Vicky. It was very impressive. Everything that I expected and then some. So it was definitely multiplied 100 times over.
Yeah,
so it was worth it.
It really solidifies what we do. I mean, obviously you've been involved for a long time,
yeah.
And you actually make that visit to the headquarters and you get to meet the people, and you're kind of standing there going, wow, there's 22-year history in the heritage of this company, and here we are, and we're all a part of this ground floor opportunity here in North America. So, yeah. Brandy, what did you think?
I really enjoyed not only getting to tour their first headquarters, but then the new one in Luxembourg, but getting to go to the museum and seeing Rolf's first office and his parents' business.
Little car phone that he had.
Oh my gosh, he had the huge cell phone and that orange rotary phone. And I don't know if everyone knows this, but he acquired the company 22 years ago, and it was an existing line, and it was makeup and perfume and all kinds of interesting items, and they have them in the museum in cases. So it was really cool to see where PMI started, and then now where they're at in Luxembourg, because it's a huge change.
No, it was definitely very cool to see from a global perspective, how big the company really is and what it started from. I mean, it really was, as they say, 150 square meters. So over here you multiply that by 3, and it's about 800 square foot, 900 square foot facility, and it was, exactly what you kind of expected from a startup. And then you see their European headquarters, and then you see how beautiful that they've made their new global headquarters there in Luxembourg. It really opens your eyes to what this company is, how big it truly is, and it hasn't really even launched here in the U.S. Yeah. And as we all know, sitting here and watching the video, the United States is the #1 economy in the world. Imagine what's going to happen over the next 3 to 5 years. That's what's really opened my eyes to the whole opportunity.
In pre-launch here in the U.S., we were the #1 month in sales in October for the company history-wide. I mean, that's huge.
Yep,
massive.
The party before the party's beginning.
What was your name?
The big party before the bigger party's beginning. But actually, real quick, Johnny, two things. One, on the manufacturing facility we went into. I think you can attest to this. It's like walking. I mean, you could perform surgery on the floor of this facility. And
I wouldn't go that far, but you could have a picnic on the floor.
No, but that's impressive.
He's got his picnic blanket shirt on. So.
I do.
Just teasing, like
the sound of music. But anyway, so what did you think of the manufacturing facility?
It was far bigger than what I anticipated. To see the workflow that they have and the different centers, the cooling center part was massive. It puts it into perspective how much product goes in and out on a daily basis. When you sit there and see that and actually watch it happening in front of you, it's like, wow, this is impressive. I mean, they've got 3 different areas for their products, and they need more. They already have plans for the next 5 years, the facility that they're going to be building here very soon, to add on to what they already have for inventory and stock. Yeah. It's impressive, the vision and the foresight that they have, because the growth is there.
And then you lead into the international headquarters in Luxembourg. Brandy, how'd you feel when you pulled up to that nice little shack?
Oh geez, yeah, it was a little small for my taste. I don't know if I liked the new headquarters or the vineyard right above it, or the fact when you go out on the balcony and there's 2 terraces and you can see France, Germany, and Luxembourg when you're standing in Luxembourg. I mean, it's pretty crazy. It was very impressive.
Presidential palace, pretty much. But you'd be so proud to bring your team there. That's another key to this. And fact, while we're talking to Brandy, she had, like many of us, some time to work with the skincare expert, Anya. And what did you think of that? Because you learned a ton about the skincare, more than you would learn here in the U.S., but bring all that energy back.
Oh, absolutely. It was amazing just to hear, her words on it, her input. She's the head of skincare over there. So one of the big things that I took away that I don't think any of us really realized with NTC, with the skincare, with Beauty Line, was that, most products that you use here in the U.S., or any product really, because no one else has NTC like we do, but it only penetrates the first layer of your skin. And because of the NTC process, Beauty Line actually goes down into all 3 layers of your skin. So that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's huge.
That was probably my biggest takeaway, and getting excited seeing, we have great products to start with here, but there's so many more that they have that we don't even have yet that we're going to get. So that's pretty exciting. Yeah, volume, sell, and we can get the products over here.
Yeah, we bought some dental floss cream, or what was it called?
Dental gel. Yeah.
So my teeth are going to be as white as Greg Stur's in about 2 weeks.
He does have some nice teeth.
So I do want to talk about technology. You had a chance to sit in with Mark McClure, CTO, who's been around the industry for a long time. But tell us about the new app coming out. That's huge.
The really cool thing about the new app is that everything that you want to do for your business, as far as purchase product, recruit, send information, all done within a single touch right on your cell phone. So to me, that is kind of the day and age that we live in here in the United States. We want it now, we want it simple, we want it fast. So, and everything that Mark McCool has put together, the CTO, the Chief Technology Officer, is that and more. There's so many different cool features in there to where you can do prospecting and recruiting within 2 seconds. Yeah. I mean, you want to send a video, boom, done. You can send it right to your mom, dad, aunt, uncle, brother, whoever you want to send it to, right then and there. So everything that you could possibly think of from a business standpoint can be done very, very simple, and that's one thing that I like. Being 32, I'm kind of that young millennial that I need to have everything right here. Brandy's, just had a birthday and she turned 22, so she's below that. So,
but us youngins like technology too.
Yes.
And being 25, I like the fact that on that
I thought
app,
you were 26.
Something like that.
Okay.
But you can
we need to get our stories straight here, guys.
You can actually use the app it'll work with all your contacts on your phone.
Yeah.
Talk about that for a minute. That's great for prospecting.
The really cool thing is what it does is it will port. So all your cell phone contacts and everybody that you're friends with on Facebook, Twitter, emails, every contact that you have, which I'm sure most people have Facebook app, Twitter app, Instagram, and they have their contacts, their phone numbers that they call people and text. What this application will do, this is their prospecting tool, as I mentioned before, is it pulls it all together right then and there, and you can sort, based on somebody's likes. Like Brandy, she likes skincare on her general likes for her Facebook page, and it'll notice that in the application, and it'll go, this is a hot prospect, somebody that's interested in skincare. Well, guess what? With PM, we have skincare. Somebody that's health conscious. Well, obviously we have that with Fitline. So it's going to give you people in there in your contact list that are interested in what PM has to offer. Yeah. And so you can send them a message right then and there, contact them. You can send them the video like I had mentioned, or you can send them a PDF, the presentation, and then they even went one step further. So say it's your cousin out in California, and you send it over to them. It'll show you right in the application that on 10/22 that they opened up that email or that message with that video in it and actually watched it. Or it'll show you that they have not watched it, and you can call them up and go, hey, John, why did you not do this? I sent this to you because it's right up your alley. You can follow up right then and there. Then you can sort, would they be interested? No, and you can swipe left is, one of the applications that I'm familiar with. You can swipe left if they're not interested and swipe right if they are. So it's very, very cool. So that's one of the pieces
perfect
that I'm
for
looking
Johnny's
for.
Generation.
Exactly. Very, very simple.
Yeah, it's good. So, I think what I took back from that whole trip, It's my third visit to the corporate offices out there. Is that exactly what we've been telling people? Is that the time is now, and this is real. When you really sit back and think about it, it is the realest opportunity you're ever going to have, if that's even a word.
Realist.
But it made sense to me.
You're a realist, so
I'm
yeah.
a realist. But it does. It really, you come back from a trip like that, and the timing sets in, the positioning sets in. You realize that, wow, we're sitting at dinner with a $450 million company, having dinner with the owners, and they're just neat, nice, awesome people.
Yep.
Down to earth.
Yeah, I mean, and that's exactly what I know. I told Johnny and Brandy and we had other people with us on this trip about their experience. I knew they would have that experience, but it's awesome to take it back home and bring it back to every single one of you so you can take it to the market as we get ready for our grand opening here in January.
Yep.
So, any last minute comments, Brandy?
No, I mean, anyone that's going out there in December, it's World Congress.
Yeah.
Get ready. You're going to have a great time. Be excited. Wear flats. Ladies, wear flats. Lots of walking, lots of stairs.
It's a good tip.
One of my biggest tips for you. My feet hurt at the end of the day.
and one thing that I will mention in closing on my end is Mike and I had a meeting with Mr. Sorg, and he kept talking about a certain something that's coming out at that World Congress event, correct?
In June, though.
In June?
Yeah.
No,
That's
it's
Thailand,
something
right?
that is a game changer. I don't know what it is. He was very secretive. Mike doesn't know what it is.
It was big.
Even Greg Sturz didn't know what it was. But it was something that was going to change the face of direct sales and nutrition. Not just in direct sales either. The main medical, industry. It's going to be one of those game changers that comes along. It's kind of like a Facebook is what he equated it to.
Yeah.
So it's a game changer, which sitting here going, what the heck is it?
Right.
And he would not tell. He just had a smile on his face, and you
just got to stay in the game long enough to find out, right?
Oh yeah, no,
Reap all the
definitely.
benefits. That's what we're gonna do.
So that's it from me, Mike.
Yep. Well, with that, thanks for tuning in.